We're told that Delhi's urban area population is 8.6 million more than that of New York, and Tokyo's population is twice that of New York, decreased by 4.8 million. The sum of the populations of the urban areas of all three are 84.6 million. Use this estimation to determine the population of each urban area. So million here is our label, so I don't have to worry about putting all those zeros in, which is good because I don't know about you, but I would totally lose all those zeros. And we can see here because they've got all the the millions after each one of them. So we have three variables, and I'm going to call them X, Y, and Z. And I'm just going to label them. So this is Delhi, and then we have New York, and then we have Tokyo. And it really doesn't matter what you call them or if you label them. We're not actually going to end up with three variables, but we do have three things we're solving for. So when we come back here, we can see that Delhi's urban area is 8.6 more than New York. So when I come back here for Delhi, this is going to be Y plus 8.6 because it is New York, which we defined as Y, plus 8.6. Okay, now down here, Tokyo, we were told, this one, is twice that of New York, decreased by 4.8. So we double New York, so 2y, then we subtract 4.8. So you can see here now, if this is y, I have 3 all and y. So the last thing we're told is x plus y plus z equals 84.6. All three of them, that's their total. But we can replace this, right? I know this right here is this, so I replace it. This I know is this. Now I have one equation in terms of y, which is what I wanted because now I can solve this. So this is going to become 4y. I can add up all those y's. And then I'm going to have, let's pull up a calculator here. Maybe. Here's a calculator. I forgot to load it, so you get to watch it load. Okay, so I'm going to do 8.6 minus 4.8. So I'm left with 3.8. So this is plus 3.8 equals 84.6. Okay. Now, what are we going to do for these last steps? So this I have to subtract 3.8 from both sides. So then I have 4y equals, well, let's come back over here. So I have 84.6 minus 3.8, and I have 80.8. And then I divide by 4. So then y equals, so let's come over here and divide by 4, 20.2. So the population of New York is 20.2. Now I can use this information now to backtrack. So what is the population of Delhi? Well, it's 20.2 plus 8.6, which is 28.8. What about down here? Oh, this right here, I was one tube thing. So I'm going to take 20.2, I'm going to times it by 2, and I'm going to subtract 4.8, and I'm left with 35.6. So now I can come over here. Population of New York, we just said was 20.2, Delhi was 28.8, and this was 35.6. I could have, before I put this in, a good way to check this would have been to add up all three, and you should have gotten this 84.6. So when we're doing these, although we're asked to find three things, if you can define them in terms of each other, it makes it much easier to solve. The general rule of thumb, though, is you need as many equations as you have variables. You'll notice I actually had three. I had this one, and this one. Three equations for my three variables. So just kind of as a thought, if you're wondering if you have enough information, is you do need that many equations to be able to properly solve it. But the goal really here was to get these all in one variable. If maybe they defined a different way, you might have had to do a little bit of solving, but in this case, they're pretty nice and kept it straightforward for us.